had to begin. I had to begin this to a live audience. Lights. I like lights. I just want lots of light. More light. Let's get more light. More light. Is that an element? More light. Have you ever had any more lights in your house? What's a more light? Words that just come together out of nowhere. Would you say it's a word, more light? Would you? You think I should look it up online? The lights are not good, but you gotta fix it. I like to look a little bit whiter. I need to look my role. I'm just a ghost. Oh, I forgot to do something. Oh my. You know what I forgot to do? This is entertainment. I made a mistake. I'm going to change it after the video. Oh, is that good? Oh, we're just going to leave it like that. Is that okay? I need someone to tell me. Oh, my toast just popped. Oh my God, my toast just popped. It's not. Is that okay to say? Do I look okay? Because I have the lights in my eyes, so I don't really see. You see, I have to be apart from the walls, not a part of the walls, but apart from the walls. So we have to understand that language. We have to understand this, the way of speaking. I mean, apparently the court system, the courts, the gestures, the perfect way to do everything. We need to know the perfect, but by whose standards is it perfect? And it needs to be understood so it would be balanced to know what is perfect behavior. Perfect behavior of one's choice. What does it mean, the affinitive of one? Have you ever thought of the word affinitive? It's saying the half-life has ended, and in infinity, okay, in it, infinitive. It's telling us also about the night, and it tells us that when A comes with F and I comes with F, that's the greatest change in the world. That is the most fantastic thing. When AF comes with the cube, and why it's fantastic is because you can see, not because it's great for everybody, but when you can learn something because the answer is understandable, and I can show you the answer, and you'll understand the answer because it's the way we run the equation of life. It's the way we've, the things that many of us in my domain have learned, that when AF comes together, it is A, and then the opposite side, it is F. You see, you can see right through these dice. AF. Now, when FI comes together in infinitive, it is the 6. You see, A and F is 1 and 6, and F and I is 6 and 9. That's rotation of 8, or let's say Inuit, the Eskimo. Inuit affinitive. Understand the words, and is it affinitive or is it affinitive? Because if it was, in my game that I play, that I create, in my world, in the entertainment world, we've got 3 people here right now in the greatest entertainment you'll ever know. This is just the beginning. This is greater than all the top companies that have ever opened up in any sector throughout the history of man. Why man? Why wasn't it man and woman? Why wasn't it just a human being? Why man? Because man walked on the moon. Everything is a story created in our lives that I saw. In 1700s, nobody knew man walked on the moon. But I am an extension of the 1700s, and everything that was passed on, that I picked up through my surroundings, through my birth, and the narrative between my parents and their parents and my great-great-grandparents, knowing that my parents had to have great-grandparents. Because really, what's the word when you got higher than the great-grandparent? Can somebody tell me what that is? You see, because I don't know it, I end it. I end the cycle on 3 terms. I am the child. I am the adolescent. I was sent. I was sent like an idol. I am the adolescent. I am the teenager. At 13, not a teenager at 12, but you can, the female, 12, the boy in the teens, the girl happens before the teens. Can this have anything to do with the teens? Where would we start to have the teen? Did the teen come after the teen, 10? Oh my God, we extended instead of TEN, it's TEEN. Where when E and E come together, when the two worlds come together, and it looks like 33, it looks like 35, and this is going to tell you a whole story. The 10, the teen, the 10, the E and E, I can design the moon with this. It just comes out. I'm going to do that in a second. And we just had information come in to mix me up. I might have to back this up. The 10, yes, that's why I like to write. The 10 and backwards, it would be the ENT as an entity. Everything is connected together. And just follow the story that was already created through the words, through the alphabet, through the ABC, Big Bird, Sesame Street, Mr. Dress Up. And everybody who ever taught a child, this is how everything was created, that a child is learning what creation is all about on the process of growing up. And with time and experience over time, your personal spirit experience and the balance of your experience, how you took it into yourself and how you see it and how you share it. In which way do you share it? How does it come off of who you are? Are you telling, or is it just by your gestures you can see you have experience? Anyways, jumping off the subject, we were on affinitive, and one of the reasons I went to Inuit is because of the word of 8. See, when I have F and F coming together, it's telling me if I was running through the 7th gate, I would be working with gematria. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the staircase, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the second 6 on the first level is an FF. It's an FGF. That's what it is. It's an FGF. FGF. 6, 7, 6. 13, 19. That is the spirit. 1 and 9. 10 and 9 come together through 6, 7, 6. There's also a reverse, but we're not going to use the reverse. We can also use the alternate heel for 6, 7, 6. This one is the G, but the second one is the T, 19. There is a T19 and there is a G19. And now we got a C19. So how can we put these three together? I'm not going to, but each one of them will reflect the spirit, will reflect Jesus, will reflect the church. The spirit is 76, freedom 55, and it'll give you a straight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, all created by number 1 and 6, 16, 61, 19, 91. If you go 16, 61, and 60, 1, 1, 6, we have 7, 7, 7, 7. But what we're going to do is we're going to associate this, and we're going to go 1, 3, 1, and then over here I'm going to go 6, 2, 6 over here. Let me see where it is. I'm a little lost. Okay, connect these two is 12. This one is 12, and this one is 2. And this is not the first time I saw this. This is where BC, beta creation, before the Christ comes in. The 11's on the outside, 1, 3, 1. This will create DC. This one is going to create the T-pass. This is the God Queen, 626. They together will represent 757, and that can be translated into the beginning of the moons, the gateway to the E world. You notice I didn't say that loud because I'm having issues with sometimes with seeing certain things, although I've been repeating it. See, I have to make it that big in order to make that pass. I'm going to do this backwards now, right? Right, like that. And I just... I'm not sure which way I should do this. 7. Okay, so that's what it looks like. 7, 5, 7. And then over here it's upside down, so it looks like 3. And then what would this actually look like? Would it look like a house? What does that look like? Does it look like a house? I don't know. And then you got the opposite side over here. I'm not sure what we should do with this. I'm not really sure what we should do with this. We should just, not really sure. Come up to here. Actually, I should have to draw this a little bit bigger to see what it comes out. But it's almost looking like 5/2. There's something more in the design. I just don't know what it is right now. What if I just made it a little bit? No, I'm going to have to keep it that size for now. So what if I went 75? No, we're going to have to get a new piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I went 2 and 2 because here I went 4. So I go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like I don't have enough space. And now I'm going to make the 5 backwards. Should I make the 5 backwards? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what it looks like. See that? It almost looks like a number 1 or a doorway to a house. Wait 1 second. Let me see that. Is that a doorway and a handle or a hinge over here to the door? And then on this side, we got a hinge and a hinge to the door over here, and we got 2 doors. How we're gonna take a look? Can I do that? Can I do that? Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that. But what am I gonna do in here? Should I just do it that way? And what would I do here? Just come across this way. So if we did that over there, we're going to do that over here. And I'm preparing to draw the letters, like the letter H is going to start to tell you something. Right now we have 5775, and this is the value of moon quarters connecting Mars, 1776. Hey, McMac. H is like an I-beam. Yeah, H is like an I-beam. That's what smashed all my fingers. Lucky H. And this one was, which way did it go? Is that the way I'm supposed to do it? Is it into the door like that? Whoop, I wasn't supposed to really go here. I can't go over here because there's an X takes the spot. I only can go to corners. Here, go to this corner here. I can go to this corner here. I can go, you see, I can't get to this corner here, so I'm really not to put a mark, but I can go to this corner here, so this one shouldn't be here. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to put that here. And so here's the square, and here's the square. And yeah, I couldn't go through this one because the square splits the 2 sides, right? So I have to skip that one as an obligation. So this is larger, okay? These are all different sizes because of obligation. Now, what happened over here? Why did I do it? I got this one. 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 Yeah, this way it worked. Let me look at that. How does that look this way, right? And how did I do it this way? Oh, because here I went on an angle, right? So does it look any different, the two? And you see what happened when I went on an angle? I was obligated to just skip this one over here because the box is, here's the box. It's right over here. So now it's almost showing me that that's a window. You notice this is just in our way. This here, and let me see, let me see, how can I prove that it's a window? There's, okay, now I'm allowed to run a wire to here, to the end of the window. And you can see it's almost like a passage that goes through the window. Should I have done that? Should I have done that? I'm just going to do this. Um, and it almost looks like it goes right through. Now, this is the thing. When something is split like that, this is where this comes in. This is the D, right? And there's the area space in between, okay? And if you notice, this can actually look like a long corridor, right? Going all the way down. You see that? And it's going all the way down. What, should I just darken one side? Is that what it is? You can see it going all the way down. And we can create, I'm not really sure how to get a little bit more, can I get more depth out of this? I'm not really sure. Can it look like it's turning a corner over here? So anyways, this design over here, what I'm getting to, and I'm going to get back to where I was if I can remember. Okay, this is only one side of the design. What I'm going to do, so I'm going to flip it upside down, and I am going to go, oh, did I start with 7 or did I start with 5? I started with 5, right? Because you can do it both ways, 57, 75, or you can go 75, 57. So we're going to go, so how would that 5 go? 1, 2, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so we're going to go, I think it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7. And I can do the 5 this way, but I'm doing the 5 backwards because I did the 7 backwards. And this is the end of the design. If you really take a good look at this, it looks like a number 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. What part of this is actually going to tell you it's 11? So if I did that this way, and here's my door. Oh, no, this is my 2 pieces over here. And I'm not sure what I should do with this because I can create, you see the way I created my H or my I, the H and the I. These, if you take a look at this, it looks like it's going like this, and it goes down and then it goes out. It goes down and out, goes down and out. And this one over here doesn't look that way. I don't know why. I don't know what I did to it. Oh yes, it goes down and out because I didn't make it straight enough. So now we're going to get to this design here. What did I do? I went that way. Do I like it better that way, or do I like it better this way? I'm going to go the same way. I'm going to do the same way. Did I get that right? No, 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 I didn't get that right because I had put a line from the door. So it's not as neat as it should be, but yes, there was a line going straight up here. So this would actually stop there. This would go here. And there we go. We have the hinges on the door. And then we have this one here. I don't know if I went the same way on the other one. Or is that what I did? Okay, there's this one here, this line here, then there's this line here, and there's this line here, and this line here. Okay, so we did that, and I'm just going to try and figure out what do I do to give it a little bit more look. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. I don't know what I can do to give it a little bit more look, but we're going to just leave it like that. We did this one, and now we're going to do this one. I'm going to do it the same way. I didn't finish this one over here. And was it this one over here? And I did this and this and this. And then this over here, I went upward. And that's the basic what looks like what gives it a better look. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Give me 1 second here. Okay, Kat. So yeah, and that's what it is, 57.75. I'm not sure if there's any depth in here. Come on, give me a little break for 2 seconds. Gosh, golly gee, Kat. Golly gee, E-I-E-I-O. Golly gee, what's going on, E-I-E-I-O? Isn't that your number? You're the house planet. You're the house planet. You're the house planet, number 24. Number 24, the house planet. You know why I say E-I-E-I-O? Because cat, C3, A1, transition, transmission, trans anything, cat. And this one is 20 equaling to 24. It's actually 23 plus 1 because we need the one. We need the one, okay, to go 1, 2. Let's say 1, 2, and we need the one to go 1, 2. And then we need this one, okay, to go 1, 2. And this one to go 1, 2. And then this one to go 1, 2, and this one to go 1, 2. We create the 8 in this situation. Come on. Seriously. Come on. I think you're here to disrupt me on purpose. Cats and dogs get in our way. You were human once before. You weren't happy staying human. You had to come back as a cat and get caught in all my wires. Okay. You see, I made it worse. Okay. Can you get out of my camera, please? Get out of my camera. You're on my wire. 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 Okay. Please. I'm not giving you nothing. Okay. Just shoot. Please. I'm begging you. So now we're creating this scenario. Now we're going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. And then over here, I'm going to go 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now, do I go 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2? Whoopee. And 1, 2. And now we go 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, and 1, 2. Now we're starting a little bit of a design that hasn't that's taken place. Hold on, this was supposed to be up here. If I'm getting off track, that's because what I do takes me on different roadways. I'm really sorry if I'm not letting you keep up to me. Okay, and then we come here, and then we get another 8 over here, above and below. I don't have to cut it. They're 2 zeros. Just telling me it's above and below. You can be spinning these things. Or how about if you had 2 eyes on top of this? You'd be going, oh. Okay, so now look what happened. We had our first house and our second house created. First house and second house. And because of this obligation that I created, okay, this is another obligation. This is an obligation. The reason for that is I'm not allowed to touch the other lines, okay? And if I make this bigger, it's going to tell me something else. I'm not allowed to touch the other lines. So what else can I do? This is all I can do to connect the two sides. And now we have one dot or one X in between both sides. In this area over here, what I can do is this. So now you can start to imagine maybe there's more of a design coming in here. Okay. I can obviously make this bigger. I could have separated this by 2 and see the difference of what it would give me separating by 2. And you have to try all of the possibilities. Okay, so now when you get to here, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you get to here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now can I stretch anything out of here? Can I do that? Am I allowed to do it to show my blocks? Isn't that what you would do in math equations, showing your blocks? Okay, we're taking a cat break. What does it mean to love you? What if I tell you I love you? I don't know. Do I really have feelings for you? Do I have feelings for you? You know what? Feelings. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Skinny cat. You're not skinny. Wow, you look so fat, eh? You look so fat. Okay, that's it. We're getting back to design. We're getting back to the numeric value for cat. We're going to tell you because 5 has a numeric value of 42. 9 has a numeric value of 42, and 5 lives in 9. 9 gets no more value. 9 gets no value. Do you follow? Whoop. Hold on a second. 9 gets no value. When 5 comes into it, if 5 out of 42 value, 9 has this. So 9 equals 6. 4 plus 2 equals 6. That's 9. That's what it is, what it becomes. Because 5 in 9. Would you say that was rectangular? Can we actually do that? Well, in actuality, when you have 2 of the same images up, okay, 2 of the same images up, we would be looking, we would be looking at this. If we had 2 of the same images up, we would be looking at this. If I close these 2 together, you might actually see, let me see this for a second. You would see either straight down, deep and down, and you can also see, I'm not sure if you can see the blocks that it is. Hold on a second. Not sure if you can see the dimension in there. But if I made them opposite, okay, two pyramids on top of each other, if I made them opposite, okay, where would we be in this scenario? And are there only 2 or are there many? See, when I make them, The same way. So why I'm saying this is because in the deck of cards, the cards that are up, I mean the suits that are up and the suits that are down and the suits that are always the same. The diamond suit, 91 plus 91 equals 182, or 18 and 2, 0, 2. The spirit in the church. Why? Because the diamond card, when you turn it upside down in a card, turn a card upside down, it all looks like they're in the same direction all the time. So when I go to these cards, I'm going to start looking at it that way, and I can connect these because they're facing each other. That means they have to be like each other, and they're facing, so the hookup will be exactly the same. It's just a continuation. It's just a continuation line. Like if here was a post, and then here was a post, the same kind of post, we would put just a sleeve over that post in order to hook it up. The sleeve over the post. Oh, look at that, CC, but it's the letter I and could be the H or HH. The HH, the split house, the 8 house, because it's split between two sides. You ever see that? Sometimes you look at a card, it's got a little extra piece on it, and you see the whole card here, but there's a little extra piece because of the two sides. Questionable. It's questionable because everything is entertainment and it's all questionable. So here goes the 5 inside 9. So the value of this area, okay, I told you the total of 5, the total of these 5, 5 equals 42. So now I'm going to do 5 divided by 42 is 8.4, and that is Pluto. That is the sun. We did it with the house planet of the cat from 9 to 5, or 9 to 5, okay, which is another birth, or 225. The half-life on Earth from the sun, 45 or 4.5. 4.5, where would 4.5? If 3.5 was in the center, where's 4.5? Is it here or is it here? 1, 6, 3.5 is the center. 1, 8, 4.5 is the center. 6 and 8, 3 and 5, through the sun, electric company. 11 craps, created by number 23. This scenario, EIEIO, because the 5th letter is an E, 5E, or the 9th number is the I9, EI. It's actually N, which is the total, or 45, which equals to 59 back one more time. But that N is your birth inside the sun, the Fox Pass. 45 and 14. DNA, this one will tell you about your birth. This is going to tell you about, this will create this, or this is in this, or this is what it is whole, but this is what created it. Actually, this created this. I don't know why, but that's the way it has to be. By doing this, well, this is the 14, you know, it's the second teen number. It says 4 and then teen, and is like 3 and 4 is DC. DC are the first teens that came out. DC, 4 and a teen, right? They're in teen, so they came in as day and night. PH, 24X. Could be the flight of the Phoenix. The H is telling you about 6-8. The F is telling you about 6-6. The E is telling you about 5-6. The D is telling you about 4-6. The C is telling you about 3-6. The B is telling you about 2-6. and the A is telling you about 1/6. Because it's 0, 0, okay, 0. Okay, let me do this right. 0 equals 6 replaces 0. So does I'm just thinking. So 6 replaces 0. So what about 8? I'm just trying to think. 8, 8. 6 and 6 equals to 12. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. I don't know. I had a vision of something. I had a vision of something and it's gone. Why 8? Why 8? Why did I say 8? Why not 8? Why wouldn't it be 8? 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 8, because, yes, because 1 is through 6, but it's 8 void. So if that's 8 void, and you have to do it 2 ways. 6 and 6 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Because 6 is like 8. I just can't understand it completely. 6 is like 8. I don't know what it is, what it means. Would I be removing one of these? Is this saying 80? What's this saying? Is this saying 80 bent? So we see this is the 9. So the 5 is in the 9. We didn't do this right now. 8.4 times 5 equals to 42. That's how I got this, and that's where I got the value. 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. So the actual total end value is 9 equals to 3, that end value. But the real value, actually, it's got to be 6 because 4 and 2 is 6. I don't know where I'm getting that number from. Let me think. Oh, yes, because the mathematics gave me that number. When it moves on, it comes into creation, 3. And then how do we create 84? 7 times 12 equals 84. 7 times 3 equals 21. 1 and 2 equals 3. 21. 7 and 3 is 10. This will recreate the red sun. The reason I did all this over here, no, not this over here. Why did I go 2 and 6? Yes. I did this because it was going to be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 6. Now, what about 0, 7, 0, 8, and 0, 9? Should I be using the 6 still? Or maybe should I be using the 5? Or should I just be using the 4? See, the 4 is being used in the 5. And as well, it's being used in the 6 because of what the dice cube tells me. Here's the 4. Here's the 4 with the 1. Here's the 4 with the 2. 4 with the 2. The 6 equals 4 and 2. The 5 equals 4 and 1. The 5 also equals 3 and 2. Putting the 3 and the 2 together. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 5. In fact, this will recreate this. And this will create birth. And this is going to create the house planet. On the farm, E-I-E-I-O, welcome, bring on the cat. So this is telling. So we can also say, so I always say to myself, well, why isn't this 0? Why isn't this not taking the 5? Because we're not this 1. We're not the spirit inside the house. We are just connected house. We get it. We have it on the other side, igniting all of us. 5, that is 5. That is the 5th position. That is the 5th position. Here, we have the 5th position with the 1st, 3rd, 7th, and 9th position. Here we have, and so what is 5 doing across from 2? Why are they opposites of each other? What are they telling us? Besides 2 times 5, 10. 2 plus 5, 7. 7 and 10 is JG. The French use that. French use the J and the G for their sound exchange. So this is 5775. It's Jesus Christ. It's Christ. It is the moon. It is 3/4. It is 5 and 3. It is 11 craps. It equals to the red sun. Win a big red sun. It also stands for beta creation and created by 1 and 2, which is created from 1 and 1. Now I'm going to explain this. 1 times 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1 equals 3. 1 times 2 equals 2. Equals to 5. Equals to 3. They're showing where it's equals from. You're multiplying it, but you already got it. 7 times 2, 14. 7 plus 2 equals 9. 14 plus 9 equals 23. How about 3 and 5? 3 times 5 equals 12. 15. Wow. 3 plus 5 equals 8. 0, 8. Plus 15 equals 23 equals 83. CH. 46. 23. Gold. How do I get this? 4 and 4, 8. 6 and 6, 12. 1 and 2, 3. 2 and 2, 4. 3 and 3, 6. Where does this come from? 11. The 23rd hour is 11 p.m. 660 minutes. This one is 1380 minutes. Man pass. This will create 6 and 5. This will create Yo. Mars, Earth, the student of 1776. Man on the moon. Okay, that's it. That's all, folks. That's what she wrote. How you all doing out there? I wrote that little scenario at the beginning. It has to do with MJ needs a friend at 420. What it means is the roadways, the highways from the byways. It needs a friend because it needs to share the information, the route. It needs to share the route, the passage, the understanding, the better of all. 4 times 20 is 80. The thing is, I can also go 4 times 8, and I did not do that. I did not do that. 20 equals 26 equals 2 plus 6 equals to 8. So I could have went 4 times 8 equals to 32. It seems like everything's coming back to this number 32. 23, 32, 23, 32, and 21, 12. You see, it's 21, 12 that creates 23, 32. 21, 12 is the only letters in the alphabet. Is the only letters in the alphabet. Just give me a second. The only reversible numbers in the alphabet is L and U. Okay, their reverse, okay, is F and O, or of, which is 66. And I'm going to just so you can get a visual, if you want, you can screenshot it or whatever. But this is 21 and 6, 27, 15 and 12, 27. When you talk reverse, you always want to end up in the same area. Like center C is the 24th key from left to right. And from right to left, it is the 29th key. So if it is the 29th key, there are 23 keys remaining. If it is the 24th key, okay, if it's the 24th key, there are 28 keys remain. This is the piano. And I would like someone to tell me, am I right? Am I wrong? P, which is 3.1415, the ring. Pi, and no. And no is the lock. Okay. I love you, but we're still a little busy here. Okay. So both ways it's 52. One is 29, one is 28. And I'm just trying to think a little bit. I'm just trying to I'm not sure if I got this right. I don't know how to do this. Come on. I can't even think. Please, just a little. Okay. Anyways, in roulette, I'm just going to explain to you what it is. In roulette, it's set up that 28 and 29 come together. It's a rarity in roulette, okay, that two black numbers after each other. And the only one that are like that, okay, is 10 and 11 and 28 and 29. And what's funny is that under 11, okay, is the 8, and under 29 is the 26. Above the 28 is the 31, and above the 10 is the 13. It's right over here. So your J, K, M, H. There is no numeric value, so we're going to reduce it to the 10th and the 11th. 10th and the 11th, and we're going to go J, K, and there is nothing here, so we're going to reduce it to the 4 and the 8, and that's going to be D, H. The DH, designated hitter. 44. The separation between day and night. 80 and 48. 128 plus 6, 134. 44. 44. Come all the way back to 44. 1 and 3 is 4, 44. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for spending your few moments with me and my putty cat. My putty cat. Now that I want to pick her up and love her so much, I want to love you so much. I hear your heart beating. I hear your heart. Come on, please. You fight with me all the time. At least give me the pleasure to show you off and love you. Rub your belly. Okay. Do you think she went away? No, she went back on the desk. She's coming right back in front of me. Are you? Are you coming back? Are you coming back? That's what she just did. Yes, I did want to do one thing. I wanted to design the H. What is your pH and your GH level? Because that's 6 plus 1 equals to 7 and 8, right? And both of these, sound, letter, this is a seal in French. This is laugh. How else can we use this? Philosophy. How else can we use it? Physical. Where can we use the fiscal? Physical. Sorry about that. Sick. Okay. Where can we use the GH? No, not here. Well, anyways, you know where I'm getting to. So this is the GH, and it will create the student, or with it becomes the student from Mars equaling to its creation, Q. The son of Mars creates Q together. 41 minus 41 equals 41. This will create the sun, the DNA, the birth, and replicate it in the spirit of 76 coming off the cube. Because they have something in common, and that's the number 29. 18 and 11. King me. Checkers. We're not going to talk about any more games now. I want to thank you for being here. If you have something to say it now, or say it to my cat. Hello, little cat. Look at that. There's a sad little eye over here. Automatic bath. You want to get a bath tonight? There it is. Automatic bath. Automatic bath. Look at that tongue, eh? What is so good in there? Are you reading me? Are you reading? You lick it, it goes inside of you, and you read the organisms, right? Does any scientist see this? Is that possible? Is that possible? I mean, you can give me any answer. You can always say no. But you don't know. You just don't know, just like the fur balls, right? Cat's busy somewhere else, right? Somewhere else. Don't know where my cat is. Trying to wash up. I want to thank you for spending your time. Like I said, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Know me.